Are you struggling to make the notes of UGC NET English Literature? I made the same mistakes of writing each and everything, right? But then I changed my strategy and then I cracked the UGC NET examination. So, in this video, I'll be telling you how to make notes and that too, what mistakes I did, plus I'll show you my notes that this mistake should not be repeated by you because when you are preparing for UGC NET English Literature, you seem to see things, everything is important for you. You don't feel like escaping a single topic. So, for this, stay tuned till the end and I'll tell you what is the right way to make notes and how you should not make the same mistakes which I did. Okay, let's start. So the very first thing what you need to do is you don't have to write each and everything what you see on internet or Wikipedia or anyone who is offering the course, right? Because in UGCNet, when you will solve PYQs, there's a huge number of writers, concepts, and many things that you will come across for the very first time. But when you see random videos or when you see random concepts or when you search on Wikipedia that what are the important writers and everything, there's a huge list of writers, right? What you need to do is you don't have to write each and everything, and you will not believe me, but what I did was writing each and everything. I wrote all the summaries of works of Shakespeare. Each and every work, play, novel, I have written the summary in my copy and I'll show you. And that was the biggest mistake I have done in my preparation. So never write everything for summaries or anything like that. You just need to write important points. You should write key figures, you should write themes, you should write things which is related to that protagonist or antagonist. So these are the things which you need to understand that no, it's not necessary when we are making notes. And then if you're writing things, you should write in a chronological order. Why it is important? Because when you start with Anglo-Saxon, right, there are so many writers. Then start with the period progression. Then you should also create timeline creation. So because when you are not writing, the thing is that when you take notes randomly, because when in initial days whatever I felt like important, I used to write it, and then during the time of revision it got confused, like oh my god, whether I should read romantic novel first or I should read the postmodern, whether I should read modernism first or whether I should go for Beowulf and Chaucer's work or Shakespeare's work. So that is the thing. When and in recent years you have seen that how chronology is playing an important role. So for that, what you need to do, start your preparation through chronology. Start with the period wise, then writer wise, then the work wise. That's it. Then you should focus on identifying core writers and works. What that means you should focus on authors like Shakespeare, Milton, Chaucer, Dryden, Pope, Wordsworth, like that. All the famous writers and the works you should be doing in the very first go. You don't have to read any minor works or minor writers. And this is a huge myth, because everybody says you have to read everything under the sun. No, it's not like that. You don't have to read everything which is under the sun. And that's here all the aspirants are divided into the UGCNET category, PhD category, and the one who qualifies for JRF. These are the things which separates them, right? So you need to focus on the important UGC NET favorites, important works, and how you will come to know that these are the important works or these are the important writers through PYQs. When you are solving PYQs daily, on the daily basis, you are going to understand that what is the important poet or what is the important works or what is the important lines or the things which has been asked in UGC NET examination. For that, you need to focus on the UGC NET examination PYQs. That is the most important thing. And that's why I always say, please solve PYQs daily. And that is only, the one thing which, is very important throughout your UGC NET preparation. So yes, you need to focus on important writers, important works, and how you will come to know these two by solving PYQ. This is my notes, how I prepared. I did not know anything how to start and where to start. So whatever I found, informative, whatever I found important, I wrote everything, means literally everything. You can see how many plays, sonnets, Shakespeare, where he was born, what was the age, professional career, his what others say, means everything. And this is all from Google. You can find it Google very easily. This everything, you can see everything I have written, like what did John Dryden said, what then the translated, how many works translated it was, what did Thomas Carroll said about him, then George Bernard, what he did say about that, then T.S. Eliot, what did everything, everything. You can see there was no one who told me about how to make notes, so this was the mistakes I did, and I'll show you everything I've written. The overviews, what was the overviews, first folios, see everything I've mentioned, everything. Then all the MCQs, all the previous year questions of 2008, and everything I have written, means there was nothing which I did not written, right? Everything you will see, and you will not believe me when I'll say, see everything, plot, what is the plot, and you will laugh at me when I'll say I have written the summaries of everything, which is which is available on the Wikipedia and YouTube. But still I found, like, if I'll not write, see what was the plot, what was the plot of Comedy of Errors, everything I have written. See, for Romeo and Juliet, perform, tragedy, related, the characterization, everything, the plot, see, the story I have written. I mean, that time I did not know anything how to write, how to make notes. So I have written all the thing, everything, the complete summary. You will laugh at me, but yes, this was my mistake, and I learned from my mistake that you don't need to write everything. And I have done this for all works of Shakespeare, like Midnight Summer's Dream. Then see, then group 1, group 2, group 3. Then you can see part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5, part 6, everything, means I have not missed anything. And see, I have written the summary of Othello also, at what time it performed. Then see, everything I have written, everything. This was the like revision time I used to write everything. I have written all the summary. So this was my mistake, this was my mistake. I have written each and every summary of William Shakespeare, that too in chronology. And that's how, we learn from our mistakes. So this was my mistake. You can see every As You Like It, then the Hamlet, then Twelfth Night, then Duke of Allegheny. This is my mind map and everything. So this is how I this is how I made notes, and this was the mistake of which I did, right? See, I used to write everything like, okay, he said like that, okay, he said like that. It means each and everything, the important words, the important points. So this is how I made note. This was my mistake. Again, I'll say Macbeth, then what did say the which has arrived, then what happened, and everything in sequence. What were the prophecies, of everything, what did the Lady Macbeth said, then all the previous year questions with that. So I used to write everything, though it is available on the internet very easily, but still I don't know what happened to me. I thought, no, if I'll not write this, I can miss it, I won't be able to write it, right? Then I wrote the Tempest also. So this was my mistake of writing each and everything. Even I have written the sonnets also. So this was my mistake of writing everything. So you don't have to write each and everything. No, this was my mistake, right? See, the very first thing, don't make my mistake. Don't repeat my mistake. Because what I did, I wrote Othello summary. I wrote Shakespeare's all work summary, like Antony and Cleopatra. I wrote all sonnets. I wrote Midsummer's Night, I wrote Twelfth Night, I wrote King Lear's story, I wrote everything. And that was my biggest mistake. I gave like 6 months in writing notes. And I was feeling like, okay, I have done this thing, I have written everything, and that's how I'll be qualifying the examination. And this is the biggest mistake I have done during my preparation. So please don't make these mistakes. No need to write each and everything. That is the thing. So for summary, watch video and do the analysis. What you need to do, focus on critical analysis, focus on key themes, and focus on not plot retelling. Like what we do, we focus on each and everything. No, we don't have to focus each and everything. Like, and how you will come to know, again, PYQ plays important role. So for that, you need to understand that PYQ is a very important thing, and you don't have to read minor works, right? Then for language, concise language, it should be very concise, not in very detailing, like not in paragraphs. Don't make your notes in paragraphs, because at times of revision that does not works. Then focus on literary devices. That is very important. And now these years trends are there for literary devices also, because they are asking for metaphor, they are asking for irony, they are asking for similes, and these are the very easy ones which I'm talking about. They're asking for anaphora, they're asking for so many literary devices are there. So whenever you are studying, whenever you're making notes with pencil, just write down, okay, these called this device. So this will enhance your study and will make. And then how to make notes of the writer. Then for writer, don't go for his personal context. Just see the historical context, social context, how the author was influenced, means their background. When you read when you read about some author's background, that helps you to analyze all his works, right? So this is very important thing, that you don't have to copy each and everything which you see on Wikipedia, on Google, on YouTube, on paid courses. No, you don't have to read and write everything in your copy. Never do that mistake. Then recently I was watching videos on YouTube of toppers, that what made them different, how their note making is different, and I came to know one idea which I'll be sharing with you. That obviously in real life when we meet people, we remember them by their face or their nature or their behavior or their some context which are relatable, right? Likewise, whenever we go to school, colleges, or office, we meet people and we remember either by their name or their face. And whenever we meet in personal, we remember, and that's the our nervous system is made such type of thing that when you see things, when you see somebody's face, you are able to connect with it. So whenever you are, this is a you can do it or you can skip it, but I will suggest you, if you are preparing fresh or if you have already prepared, try these technique. This will help you a lot. What is this technique? If you are reading Shakespeare, get a Shakespeare's passport size photo. You can get it on internet, printout is easily available, and paste it on your notes, and it will help you a lot. Just remember Shakespeare by face, you can connect with it, and that will make you feel appealing. Okay, I will read this. Okay, I have done. Okay, Shakespeare is like that. Okay, John Keats looks very handsome. Okay, Charles Dickens, okay, he looks like a little bit rude. Okay, Jane Austen was very beautiful. And like that, you will able to connect. You can visualize things, and when you visualize things, this helps you a lot. So yes, whenever you are reading next time or making notes, just a printout of your you can take a printout of all the writers of your, like you can go for Elizabethan period, their writers, then romantic age writers, then Victorian writers, then modern age writers, then postmodern age writers, and in a short page A4 size paper, and then you can cut and paste that. It will look beautiful, and you will be able to feel more connecting, and you can remember for a longer period. So yes, this is a good technique. Then come to note making. I have seen a lot of people, and I myself thought that color pages, highlighters will be very helpful. But when you start reading it, no, you will see that everything you have highlighted, and there causes or arises problem. You don't have to do that. What you need to do is that color coding and pen usage. You just need to do two pens, blue pen and black pen. Blue pen for all everything normal, and black pen for highlighting or the major causes, so that the more neat and clean work will be there, the more easy or readable that notes will look like. Avoid excess. When you do everything zigzag and so messy things, it does not look good, and it will also not help you to retain things, right? So avoid this thing, highlighters and everything. And this is optional. If you like using highlighters, you can go for it, no issues. Gone are the days when we used to write notes and everything. I have made 13 copies, like this huge thick one. I have made 13 copies, you can see. 13 copies. It was time taking. It took me 6 months to write, and then for revising them, it was a Herculean task. So yes, what I will suggest, because since everybody is like into scrolling and writing thing and WhatsApp messaging and everything so online, so what you need to do is, if you like doing work on mobile phones, what you need to do is that, if you're reading about Shakespeare or postmodern age, what you need to do, just copy the important poets or writers and paste it into cloud apps. There are so many cloud apps, that Evernote, Google Docs, Notes, Keep Notes. So many notes books are there available on Google. You can download it, and and this is very accessible. And there is also why this is good, because you will not lose this note, and you can read it anywhere. If you're traveling, if you are not in mood to pen down and write things, you can just when you do the things which you like, it becomes very easy. So yes, you can make a separate folder for it, like British literature, American literature, post-colonial literature, literary theory, literary criticism. So these are the basic things which you need to do. And once you have done the things in online format, it becomes very handy. And you can take a printout also. So that will save your time. This online thing is just to save your time. So if you like, or if you are, a mobile person or laptop person or a tablet person, you can go for it. And this is very good. Now I also have started doing online things. And yeah, it feels good, because you don't have to, write things, and there's create folders, and this creates a very good impact on you also. So yes, if you're making notes on online, this will save your time, and you can paste pictures also, so it will look more good. So yes, this is also an option. So yes, for revision, what you need to do is revise notes, rewrite concepts, and recall active recall. So what this means, whenever you have done your note making thing of one writer, you need to revise things, rewrite concept without looking at it, just, or you can you can type on your phone, you can send your message to your friends, and these are the basic things. Make a group of your friends and this will help you a lot. And then active recall, when you have completed everything, just keep recalling in your mind. And that's how, see, for chronology and for notes and everything, no tips are there, no mnemonics will help you until and unless you're not reading it, you're not rereading it, and if you're not revising it, there is no point of making notes. I have made 13 copy notes, but I did not revise it properly, and that is why I could not clear in my first attempt. So this is how my mistakes was, that I kept on making notes and copies. I made 13 copies. I used to write anything. Anything means whatever I feel like, okay, this is important, this teacher is telling this thing, I should write this thing. No, first, you solve PYQ. See what questions are asking. Is it difficult? Is it easy? Is it moderate? Is it about the concept? Or is it about the writer? Or is it about the historical background? Or is it about the concept? Or is it about the literary theory? Is it about literary criticism? Is it asking only the concept or its application in practical theory? Is it asking about the research? Is it asking about the research in depth? Or it is asking the question on surface level? So these are the things which you need to understand, that we need to solve PYQs. What I did, my mistake was I did not solve PYQs in initial days, and that's how I lost my 6 months. And I regret that. Please don't repeat these mistakes, because once you lose your time, no, that cannot be regained. Everybody knows it. I'm not saying anything new. But yes, what I will suggest you, please don't write anything which you see on internet. Please use PYQ for your guide. No one else will guide you as your PYQ will guide you. Please solve PYQ of at least 10 years. Make notes in chronological way. If you're reading any writer, please write his work in chronology way. I'll show you my notes and you will see how it has been done, right? Then please solve PYQs. I will solve. The day I have started YouTube, the very first thing I said, please start solving your PYQs. That will be your best investment for your journey of UGC NET English Literature. So yes, if you're preparing for UGC NET English Literature, you should buy one book for your PYQ, and that's how you should start your preparation of making notes also. What are the key takeaways of the whole video is that please write your notes chronological way. Focus on major writers. You can add pictures of important writers. Now start taking your notes online and revise consistently. These are the 5 things which you should be doing while making notes. And many of you have asked about how to make notes. In poll, I have asked questions, and 95% wanted me to make a video on how to make notes. So yes, here is your video of how to make notes of English literature. When I cleared my UGC NET examination, what did I do? I just wrote modern age novelists. What are the important novelists? Then I wrote the year of birth and the year of death of that particular novelist. Then nationality, theme. Theme is very important. Means you have to write that particular novel or novelist is writing in which theme, and that gives you a wholesome idea of what he is going to write in each and every works of it. So like that I have written, you can see, Almer's Folly, An Outcast of Ireland, Nigger of Narcissus, Heart of Darkness, with the age, and that too chronological way, right? Then Lord Jim, Inheritors, then Nostromo, Secret Agent Under the Western Eye, then the response of in that written, then Rescue. Then I have written George Orwell. That again, what you need to do, write the novelist name, year of birth, year of death, nationality, real name. If pen name is given, then it's very good. Then again, you just need to know the names, that too in chronological way, and that way of important ones, that if it has been asked in the UGC NET examination, then only you have to write it. If it has not mentioned any time in the previous year question, you don't need to write the names. You just know, if you are going through the work, you can go for it. Like see, Down and Out in Paris, London, and Burmese State Clergy, Stortman. So this is how you need to work. So this was the work when I cleared UGC NET. This is how I made my notes when I cleared for UGC NET examination, right? So you can see Animal Farm, Politics and Language, Leo Tolstoy. So this was the work. Then again, with the James Joyce, name, novel, its nationality, then what was the what influenced him, then the works, like that. That's it. This is how you have to make notes. Please, if you want to take a screenshot, you can take a screenshot of that. So this is how I have to make notes. You have to make notes, right? The works in simple chronological order. Then you can see here D.H. Lawrence, and this is how always chronological works. I mean, this is the only way you can learn the works. in chronological way. Otherwise, no tips, no formula, no mnemonics, nothing will work. If you're not writing and if you're not reading it, nothing is going to work. So this is the order. Then Orders Huxley. Then it's work. And see, I have written all the important. These are the important means. It has been asked multiple times in UGC NET examination. So this is how you need to make notes for UGC NET examination. See, for Graham Greene, Man Within, Stumble Train, England Me, and this is how you need to make notes. See, 15 works. Can you see that? 15 works are there. Then E.M. Foster. See, important works, very important works. Ford Madox Fall. See, this is how, and this was my revision time when I made this notes. So this is how you have to make notes, right? If you are preparing for UGC NET examination, the very first thing you need to learn is that you don't have to write each and everything. You just have to write the novelist name. You can see the novelist name, the nationality, the theme, and what is the main thing. So Joseph Conrad, main characters die in the ending. So in each and every work you will see that characters die in the ending. So this is how you need to make notes for UGC NET examination. If you are preparing for English literature UGC NET examination, this is the way you can create your notes, right? So yes, as you have seen my notes, that what mistakes I did earlier, and when I cracked examination, how I changed my strategy, what are the great ways to write. So these are the best strategies for making UGC NET English notes, and I use the same techniques now, and they help me to crack the examination. And likewise, you will also able to solve the examination and make notes in a great way. And if you find this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe, and let me know in the comment section what is your way to make notes, and do you write things differently, or do you copy everything? So no, if you are doing that, please stop it, and all the best for your preparation. And as only 3 months are left, not exactly 3 months, but yes, don't wait for the official notification, start your preparation now. All the best for examination. Thank you.